Siguro not just for Vice President Duterte, but even for President Marcos also. Huge mandate. First time nagka-majority elected president and vice president. Yes, that's a flex, but it also puts pressure on them to maintain that political power. Ang aga pa to talk about that, it's only, what day is it? Nawawala na ako sa, July 6, right?
Isang linggo pa lang.
Parang wala pang, sorry, medyo nakakangarag kasi pala ang Malacanang, ngayon ko lang nare-realize. Pero parang yun nga, parang that's also a lot of pressure because that's, you have to fulfill your promise to majority of Filipinos who hope against all hope on your promise of unity. So yun yung broad picture doon. Second is that, and again, parang it's such a tricky role, right? A lot of things are being asked of you. It affects a lot of Filipinos, not just the students, but their parents, the teachers, the staff in the different schools around the country. So it's a daunting role. Not to say na hindi niya kaya, but like, di ba, parang kumbaga, ang taas ng, on top of that majority mandate, you have the gargantuan role as the education secretary in the Philippines in the middle of an education crisis. May issue pa of history, how history is being taught here, face-to-face classes, may pandemic, parang layer upon layer of challenges in the Department of Education. And then jumping off also from, yes, Robredo has left behind high standards as the vice president, but yung malaking but dito, she's also been the target of relentless attacks, di ba? So kung popularity din, even if she performed well, you can't deny na, and the survey numbers will tell you this, di ba, na medyo hindi nagre-reflect, parang hindi kumbaga pantay yung perception sa performance. So that can be a good and bad thing for Vice President Sara Duterte because kumbaga numerically the standards are there, but she has the advantage of, again, wildly popular vice president. Her father, the former president, exited his presidency as the most popular president since surveys were being recorded. So that's also another thing going for her. Again, it's too early to talk about this. I think it's only been a week in the current administration, but there's always the threat, the possible, kung mag-scenarios lang din tayo, what if she falls out of favor with the ruling coalition? Although she did, again, ulit-ulit tayo, majority mandate, but at the end of the day, the President Marcos is the president, right? So parang he will still lead that ruling coalition. And even though, if you go talk about politics, mukhang lakas CMD, the party that Sara belongs to, will be the dominant party in the House. The leader of Lakas CMD in the House, at least the presumptive House Speaker, is the cousin of the president, si Representative Romualdez. So, yung complications na yun in the ruling coalition. Of course, the opposition forces will look at this with a tinge of glee na parang, oh my God, it's such a fragile coalition. But parang di rin natin alam kung how will this coalition become stronger as they collect more political power, or conversely, magwatak-watak ba to because of all the power that they're accumulating. So yun, and finally, yun nga, parang Rodrigo Duterte stepped down from power. He doesn't seem like he has plans of running for political office again. And in fairness, matanda na rin kasi, parang iba rin na rin yung stress on the body to run and hold office again. So in effect, the Duterte dynasty is now in the hands of one Sara Duterte. Her brothers hold political positions. Her youngest brother is the mayor. He took over the role that Sara Duterte vacated. Her older brother is in Congress, representing Davao City's first district. But parang yun nga, parang siya na yung center of power ng Duterte dynasty, and that's also a lot of pressure. And we'll see how well she is, aside from being a sitting vice president, aside from being DepEd. We'll also see, ito na totoong test sa kanya as a political kingpin. Napaka-sexist naman. Ang gender naman ng term na yon. Pero as the center of political power, we'll see how she handles that. Kasi ito na talaga, parang it was one thing to head hugpong ng pagbabago in Davao region, but it's another to kumbaga be the highest elected Lakas CMD official in the land as the vice president. So